Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to F1 Lift the Lid. My name's Callum, driving my motorbike right now. We've got the preview show today for COTA. We're in the USA, Austin, Texas, for the Grand Prix this weekend. Again, really great Grand Prix, great circuit, a fast track, unpredictable track, and obviously the Americans, they know how to put on a show. So that's what we're looking forward to this weekend. News over this week, we've seen that the American team, Haas, finally, hopefully, getting a stable sponsorship deal in place for next year. Obviously, they've had the issues there with Rich Energy initially, the whole debacle with Rich Energy, who pulled out, and we're not even still sure if it's really a real company. And then they've obviously had the whole big ordeal last year with the Russian sponsorship, and obviously everyone knows kind of why that one didn't go down too well. So it's great to see that they're now going to be sponsored by MoneyGram for next year. They're going to be able to compete at the highest end of the budget cap, and they've said that they should actually be able to reach that limit and has hopefully maybe even competing for podiums in the next couple of years, and even competing for the championship over the next few years as well. So if that sponsorship deal continues to go well, and they obviously have a good driver lineup. We're still not unsure of Mick Schumacher's future within Haas. It's not looking likely at the moment, and obviously they're looking at other options at the moment. They even had the idea of Hulkenberg going into the team, so they're testing Antonio Giovinazzi this weekend in FP1. So a bit unusual what's going on at Haas, but obviously they're looking at their options. As far as the race weekend, obviously we know that Max Verstappen has already wrapped up the championship. Red Bull could win the championship for the constructor side of it at this race if they outscore Ferrari over this Grand Prix. It may not happen this weekend for Red Bull, but it's most likely to happen over the next couple of races, depending on obviously how well they do within this race, and obviously how well Ferrari are going to perform. Carlos Sainz has just come first, got P1 and FP1, so it's looking good for Ferrari on that side of things. Though I don't feel that the championship will be completely wrapped up this weekend. I think hopefully Ferrari will stay competitive. Speaking of Red Bull, though, we're still waiting on exactly what's going to happen with the cost cap going over last season. There's a lot of rumours that it's by around $1.8 million, which may seem significant, but it's actually not a huge amount over considering what they thought it might be initially. But it still is not looking good for Red Bull, as all the other teams are taking it obviously very seriously and saying this is going to set a precedent if you don't come down hard on Red Bull. So it's unlikely they're going to have the title taken away from them from last season, but they possibly could be stripped of it this season if obviously they've been shown to gain an advantage, and that advantage can be going through into next season as well. So I think the FIA are going to have to be pretty strict with them, and Red Bull are at the moment deciding whether they're going to actually enter into an agreement with the FIA to admit that what they've done is wrong. So we're going to have to see what happens with that, but it's the never-ending story with this at the moment. And we're just going to have to wait and see what happens. Daniel Ricciardo came in on a horse on Thursday morning into COTA. So still going strong, keeping the entertainment value there. And he has hinted that he will be in the paddock next season in F1, but maybe not in a car. So we look forward to seeing that. And I'll speak to you guys soon. Like and subscribe.